What's up guys, welcome to Learn Chinese with Movies. It's Wenyu here. When you find learning Chinese difficult, Wenyu makes it easy for you. Yes, today we will introduce and learn with a fantastic game trailer that has gone viral in both China and overseas. It is from an upcoming action role-playing game by Chinese indie developer Game Science. Role-playing game 角色扮演游戏 Game Science 游戏科学 The title of this game is 黑神话悟空 Black Myth 悟空 Shen, the god, plus 话 the words, is the words of the god, namely the mythology, 神话 Wukong is the Monkey King, the main character from the classic 16th century Chinese novel, Journey to the West. Novel, 小说 Journey to the West, 西游记 When it comes to the game's characters, scenes, combat system, and plot, this Chinese developer standalone game is completely in line with the world's 3A masterpieces. The 13 scenes after the action operation show many grand and classic scenes from the original work, such as the 4 heavenly kings and making havoc in heaven. If you're new to our channel, we help you to learn Chinese in a fun, easy, and practical way. In today's video, you will learn how to add firmness and certainty in your Chinese speaking, and also extend your vocabulary with a few expressions from Buddhism, the largest religion in China. Now, let's get started. 让我们开始吧。
你们一定都听过关于他的故事。有人说，他帮唐僧取到了真经，封了斗战胜佛，从此留在了灵山。也有人说，那个成佛的根本不是他，真正的他早就死在了西行路上。还有人说，西游从来都没有发生过，他只不过是说书人杜撰的一只猴子。但我要讲的故事，你们一定没有听过。这个故事得从一只金蝉说起。你们一定都听过关于他的故事。
你们一定听过关于他的故事。一定 As an adjective or adverb, this expression is frequently used by native speakers when they want to express certainties and firmness in their speaking. If 一定 is used at a future time, it refers to must or have to, expressing the necessity. For example, 你们下周一定来参加我的婚礼。你们下周一定来参加我的婚礼。However, when you say people 一定 do something at a past time, it means they must have done it, indicating a high possibility of that action. For example,
只要我出钱，他们一定会出。你的钱呢？早已经为你准备好了。啊！他们一定会出。他们一定会出。
他昨天迟到了，客户一定很生气。他昨天迟到了，客户一定很生气。Question: What is the synonym of 一定。决定 is a verb and noun, meaning to decide or decision. For example, 他们决定一起去。他们决定一起去。这是师傅的决定，谁也没法改变。这是师傅的决定，谁也没法改变。确定 can be used as a verb or an adjective. If someone 确定 something, they confirm, determine, or are sure of it. And 确定的 something refers to something definite or determined. For example, 他们确定了最后的方案。他们确定了最后的方案。你要给我一个确定的答复。你要给我一个确定的答复。肯定 is a synonym of 一定。However, 一定 is used with a bossy air, mostly in a common, while 肯定 is more like a judgment and assurance. For example, 我一定要得到所有的宝石。我一定要得到所有的宝石。复仇者联盟肯定会赢得胜利。复仇者联盟肯定会赢得胜利。In other cases, if you 肯定 something, you express the approval or affirmation, especially when superiors evaluate subordinates. For example, 老板肯定了我们的努力。老板肯定了我们的努力。
有人说，他帮唐僧取到了真经。
有人说，他帮唐僧取到了真经。帮 Its formal version is the two-character expression 帮助。When someone 帮 or 帮助 others, they help or assist them. In this case, you can add other verbs after the adjective. 帮 someone do something. For example, 很多孩子喜欢帮父母做饭。很多孩子喜欢帮父母做饭。You can also check our video lesson, Learn Chinese with 隐秘的角落 for more details about the word 帮。有人说，他帮唐僧取到了真经。唐僧 is the central character in a classic novel this game is adapted from, Journey to the West, 西游记。Tang is the character for the name of the dynasty, the time when the story happened. Seng is the formal way to call a monk in Chinese, but its informal version, 和尚, is more popular in spoken Chinese. In this novel, Tang Seng or Tang Sanzang was a Chinese Buddhist monk sent by the Emperor Taizong to Tianzhu in India to fetch a set of Buddhist scriptures back to China. His real identity is the reincarnation of the golden cicada, a disciple of the Buddha. Question: How many disciples does Tang Seng have in his journey to the West? During his journey, the Bodhisattva Guan Yin got Tang Seng protected by his three supernatural being disciples, Sun Wukong, Zhu Wuneng, and Sha Wujing.
封了斗战胜佛。
封了斗战胜佛。 佛. For is one of the pictophonetic characters. And in Chinese, for means the Buddha in Buddhism. Pictal means shape, while phonetic refers to sound. So, pictophonetic characters are made of two parts, one for meaning and the other one for sound. For the character for, the left part is the radical of person, which comes from the word 人, and the right part, 福, indicates the sound. Actually, the right part, 福, symbolizes two timbers rectified by the rope. So, this character has the meaning of correct and put things right. And the word 佛 indicates the specific figure or status that sees through truth and get things right, namely the Buddha Sigamoni. With this word learned, you are able to understand and use many advanced expressions or terminologies about Buddhism, the largest religion in China. For example, 佛像, 佛像, 佛经, 佛经, 佛教, 佛教.
真正的他早就死在了西行路上。
真正的他早就死在了西行的路上。真正的，真正的 is always abbreviated into 真的 in spoken Chinese. 真正的 or 真的 something is the real thing. For example,
我认识李维杰很久了，他是个好人，不会干出这种事的。除非你有真正的证据，不然我没办法相信你。除非你有真正的证据，除非你有真正的证据。
Question: What is the antonym of 真的？贵的 something is something expensive. For example, 我没钱买不起贵的礼物。我没钱买不起贵的礼物。坏的，坏的 means bad or broken. It can be used with both things or people. But when describing people, the 的 is always removed. 坏的鸡蛋，坏的鸡蛋，坏的门锁，坏的门锁，坏人，坏人，坏小孩，坏小孩，假的，假的 is the antonym of 真的。So, if something 是假的 it is fake. 他买的这个包是假的。他买的这个包是假的。Native speakers tend to omit the when placing the expression in front of the described nouns. For example, 假药，假药，假酒，假酒，假钞，假钞。If you put these two antonyms together, you will get a really popular Chinese catchphrase. 真的假的? In spoken Chinese, when speakers want to express their surprise after they hear something staggering or unbelievable, they will say, 真的假的? Like, really? Seriously? Or for real in English?
他只不过是说书人杜撰的一只猴子。
他只不过是说书人杜撰的一只猴子。杜撰 This advanced expression is frequently used in formal scenarios like literature, reports, and laws. If someone 杜撰 something, they make it up or coin it. For example, 他 杜撰了几个故事，竟然骗过了警察。他杜撰了几个故事，竟然骗过了警察。With a modifying the put afterwards, it is then changed into an adjective, meaning fictional. 这个故事里的人物都是杜撰的。这个故事里的人物都是杜撰的。Thanks for your watching. Leave comments to let us know which movie or TV series you want to learn Chinese with. Also tell us what Chinese words or grammars you find difficult to understand or learn. See you next time. 我们下次再见。